Good morning, everybody, and welcome to WorldMark Anaheim. Today we're going to go over 2018 and what we did, as well as 2019 and some of our challenges and goals. In 2019, our biggest mission is to be the best address, not just in the Southern California region, but also in the Western Division. The way we're going to do that is by 5 main principles that we've created with our leadership team and that we go over with every single new hire. The 5 principles are integrity, having passion, making good decisions, to be someone we can count on, and to be a professional in everything that you do. And with that, let's go ahead and take a tour. One thing we added in 2018 is these awesome shuttle benches so that people can sit and relax while they're waiting for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. We also added lighting on these palm trees that are beautiful at night, and we added flowers and the landscaping down there that we didn't have before to make this a really nice spot for people to hang out for a little bit. All right, everybody, welcome to our lobby. We replaced our lobby doors a few months ago because the old doors used to open out at different rates and hurt people literally when they walked in through our lobby. Talk about first impression. Now we have these awesome sliding doors and it's resolved all of these issues. Now come on in and I'll show you one more thing we added this year, and we want to see how it goes the next couple months, which is our Disney desk. They're basically a box office to our owners and help answer any questions they have, and they can even buy the tickets right here instead of waiting in long lines over at Disneyland. Last year we also had a massive leak that took place literally right here because of old plumbing and old drains that we had, and we had to fix it all in-house. Basically, we saved quite a bit of money on that, and our maintenance team learned a lot about how to repair these types of issues. I also want to show you a pipe and what happened to us in April of last year on the 8th floor. This bad boy blew up, and we couldn't have anticipated it, unfortunately, because we have all these aging lines. This ended up flooding 28 rooms throughout the property. It shut down basically about 12 or 15% of our rooms for about 3 weeks. We partnered with R&D, insurance. We got it done in record time. About 3 weeks later, we were back up and running in those rooms. But talk about a challenge of relocating hundreds of reservations over that time period. But we also have a beautiful area I want to show you, and that's the gift shop. Our guest services team and the maintenance team work together on creating, and it's driven quite a bit of revenue for us this year. This is our new and improved version of the gift shop. We showcased this to Lawrence in corporate, and he was amazed and truly wants to learn about almost a template that we can create for other gift shops around the company so that we can drive revenue. This has probably been one of the most successful, but we've seen at least a 25% increase in sales once we renovated it a few months ago, and we're excited about what it's going to do for us in 2019.
One of the areas that we added was the food and beverage for the gift shop. Instead of our guests going over to 7-Eleven, we're keeping it all in-house now, so we're getting the revenue from that also.
The last piece I want to talk about is a $75,000 rebate that we got from the city of Anaheim for replacing all the lights in the interior of the building, and it was quite an amazing thing, and we saw some savings in our utility bill each month since we have accomplished that. So it's another opportunity for us in 2019 to see how that's going to impact our financials in a very positive.
Good morning, Alyssa. Can you give us a quick tour of your laundry facility?
Good morning, Eve. Absolutely. Well, right here we have our wonderful new machines that we just got last year to better serve our guests, to speed up the process, obviously, to get these rooms out for our owners. And then we have our new dryers that work wonderfully, that maintenance is always keeping up on, as well as ourselves. And then right here we have our spacious folding area, which we have about 3 to 4 people, to speed up the process to get these rooms out for our owners to have a better experience and get everybody checked in as soon as possible.
Thank you, Alyssa.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Okay.
I also wanted to share with you what Tram does in housekeeping with her inspection sheets with her staff. Tram?
So this chart is actually a chart for the GRAs to see how they're doing. We do our daily inspections. They're also scored by 0 to 2, 0 being they failed and 2 being that they passed for quality and maintenance. When they pass each inspection, they get kudos coins, and with those kudos coins, they can actually turn them in for gifts.
Thank you, Tram. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, let's keep moving. 2018, we also rebuilt these booster pumps in-house and saved a ton of money. And without these, we don't have water anywhere in the building circulating. We also installed 2 new boilers that are energy efficient and give hot water on demand. Before that, we didn't even have enough hot water for every single guest who wanted to take a shower, and that problem was gone. Even though we didn't really have the money for it, we found creative ways with our R&D to get it done. We still have our share of challenges. This cooling tower, for example, it needs to be repaired or replaced, and we're still working on some of these challenges. We still have other heaters for the HVAC system that might be a risk for us, and we're working diligently to get it done. The other problem we have is water leaks and drain leaks, because this building is aging, so you can't really tell where the leak might happen next. We've been proactive, and we've fixed a lot of these drains and leaks over the course of the year, as you have heard today, but I have more to show you on that.
Bill, why don't we head out to the pool area?
Awesome, let's go take a look at it. Good morning.
Good morning.
So out here, we got some landscaping done. We didn't have quite as much of plants or flowers or anything like that in here. We got that done. We also added a towel tracking machine that has an RFID chip in every towel, and we're able to track who was the last person that took the towels, and if need be, charge those folks, and that's cut down on losing all these towels. One of our challenges still, though, is the deck. Even though it was done about 2 years ago, we're going to have to redo it again this year, and we're working with our R&D to get a better product so that we can finally not have to worry about maintaining it, because it does take a lot of labor hours and a lot of our effort to get this fixed. The other part that we're excited about, we should have gotten it by 2022, but we advanced it a lot sooner, is the pool furnishings. And we've created a new standard with our R&D for properties like ours, and that will be in place by about April of this year. And it will have beautiful cabanas that no other WorldMark has, but is brand standard based on our needs. So I'm super excited about that coming up later this year.
So in 2017, we replaced our rooftop spas because they were leaking underneath and causing damage to some of our presidential units. So in 2018, having this all brand new and redone, it's really benefited us this year.
All right, so one more thing I also don't want us to forget about is all the construction that we have around us in the area. The truth is, it's been a challenge for us between the noise and the dust and the road closures because we have construction on 3 sides of our resort, and they take place 24 hours a day. The other impact it's had on us in 2018, and will continue to in 2019, is that the city shuts off the water or the power periodically to make sure that they connect the power and the plumbing and the electricity to some of these buildings. So that will be an interesting challenge that we'll continue to face over the course of 2019. So one of the beautiful things about having a 10-year refurbishment is we get an opportunity to reset a lot of things. One of them is getting new tile, getting new countertops that are stone, whereas before they used to be just the old Formica that didn't look that classy or nice, but our guest expectations have been rising. But part of the challenge on the flip side of having these beautiful new things is, in the meantime, it is challenging due to the noise. We're literally jackhammering the tile out and a lot of demolition for these countertops. And because of that, you can actually feel the noise throughout the entire property, no matter which room you might be in. And you also feel the vibrations when you do all that demo work. So that's been one of our challenges that we're working through here in 2019 as well. So another one of the opportunities we have is to take care of angle stops in all of these units, although it's not part of our scope. But these literally, the hot and cold water angle stops, are a challenge for us, and they don't work. So if we wanted to fix anything in the future, a sink in this room, in the past we used to have to shut down the entire stack of units. So we're taking an opportunity, and maintenance has focused a lot on these types of smaller projects throughout the renovation process to avoid the pain down the line in the future of having to have an impact on more guests anytime we needed to fix a small problem down the line. So one of the things that we are doing to isolate our owners as much as possible from a lot of this craziness of construction is, of course, setting these up, and we have signs on different ends of the hallway. We've shut down half the hallway. The only flip side challenge of that is we're not using the elevator down at the end of this hall. So that means that a lot of guests will be waiting a little bit longer for the other 3 elevators to serve their needs. All right, let's check out some renovation units. Awesome, so this is what we did yesterday and the day before. We finally just got this done. All the jackhammering is over, the demolition of the countertops, and time to lay some fresh tile in and repaint cabinets and walls here pretty soon. It's very exciting. And we've already replaced the bathtub in this room, so we're progressing here pretty nicely, and we have about another 8 days to go to turn these around for guest check-in. We're looking back at 2018 and going into 2019. One of the things that I think a lot about is all the HR positive things that we've done. For example, the holding people accountable, top grading, just getting the bottom performers out of the team.
True.
And how much of an impact that's had in a positive way. The other part that I really liked is how we change our onboarding process completely and bring people in this room. You and I sit down with them for a full day explaining our expectations along with their department manager. I think that's done a lot for us.
Well, and our onboarding is 5 days worth of onboarding before they even start their job to make sure they feel welcome to the team.
The other part I remember too is all the challenges with a lot of our leaders. Kim, she was gone for 4 months for maternity leave. Martine was gone from May to December for surgeries and personal challenges. We've had an assistant GSM leave, and then we promoted some people, and then we had the changes in the company with the reorganization. But overall, the team spirit is still there, and that's, I think, going to be the biggest opportunity we have in this year, 2019. How do we elevate that? So let's talk about the departments a little bit. I mean, what do you think of when you think about elevating ourselves to
I think
be the best?
housekeeping definitely needs to look more into the details of the room, so we make sure our new refurb units are up to the standards we want to keep them in. And the high point for me is making sure they're reporting maintenance issues in the room to make sure that the room items aren't getting missed before the owners check in.
You're right.
And then for maintenance, again, we've stepped away from the blitzes.
Yeah.
So I think we talked about going back to a similar plan with our team members to make sure that we're getting the stuff taken care of so that we stay on top of the units.
We definitely have to make sure housekeeping reports the issues. They report some things, but not to the level of detail. That's a big opportunity for us this year, is to just truly teach them, not just show them a few times. But you're right, maintenance, the other challenge we have is when we do fix things, we're not always fixing it to the best address standard.
Correct.
I remember the door right outside here that we painted 3 times.
Right.
But that was a good thing, because we taught Ricardo, this is not okay, this is not how we paint, you're going to do it again.
Yep.
And then again until he finally got it.
Doing the retraining until they get it right, the standards that we're looking for.
So, I mean, that's a small example, but I think we really need to get that mentality in this year to be successful. Guest services, they have a lot of strengths, but they're still
they've
new.
had a big turnover
Yeah.
in that department, but Kim's hired a lot of great people.
She has.
and her new supervisor, Sam, coming in. I think this year they're going to really step it up and really give that customer service, that hospitality with heart that we're looking for.
I think so. She's got an incredible team. Same thing. We had a lot of detractors in the past. I think they're all gone as of literally a week ago.
Yeah.
And so we're ready to launch. New team, ready to learn, and they have great service. They just need to be shown a little bit of how and role modeling, and I think that's what we're going to do a lot of between Kim and her leadership team this year. I'm excited. We'll have an awesome 2019, and we will be the best address.
We will.
Yeah.
Yay.
Awesome.
Go Anaheim.
Go Anaheim. Thank you again for joining us on the tour of WorldMark Anaheim. It's been an exciting year for us in 2018, and so far it's been an exciting 2019. We just wanted to show you a sneak peek of the things we've accomplished in 2018 and some of the challenges we had to overcome, plus some of the challenges we still have for 2019. We saw a little bit about some of the other departments, housekeeping a little bit, and laundry and what they're doing. And today we're going to talk in a lot more detail with each department about what their goals are for 2019 and how they're going to accomplish that. But to recap all of these ideas, I think the most important thing to remember is we have a vision to be the best address. And we're going to accomplish that with our 5 principles with our team. And what that means of how we're going to get to be the best address is pretty simple. I think we just need to focus on the fundamentals. Go back to the basics. It sounds exciting to do some crazy new idea, but the truth is we need to make sure that we do things at the best level, even if it's the smallest things. And that's what I think going back to the fundamentals means. That the housekeeping team understands how important their role is in making sure the rooms are perfect, or maintenance when they fix a problem, that it's fixed right the first time. Or guest services understands how to anticipate guest needs and communicate things throughout all the departments. Or even for Eve and I to do a good job rallying the team and keeping them focused on that vision. And I have no doubt we're going to have an awesome 2019 because of our team, but also because of our fearless leader, Mr. Jeff Bank, who never leaves my sight. This time,
Esta vez,
both of you are good friends. You're meeting for the first time in a long time, but both of you won the lottery.
se conocen, son buenos amigos y las dos personas ganaron la lotería.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, turn around. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you. Let's clap for everybody. Thank you so much, everybody.
Gracias a todos, tengan un buen día.
Have a beautiful day. We're going to get the big number right now. Thank you so much, everybody.
Gracias, tengan un buen día a todos. Y ahorita van a agarrar el bingo.